Coach. Thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. This is taken at the 3. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Jackson. Rolling to his left. Now the ball comes out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. 36 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. We'll go ahead and strap. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely...
Now a hit and a loose football. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown. Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. There to make. The grab, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And he won't get back to the line of scrimmage this time either as they stop him behind the line once more. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt, it doesn't work out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. As the Ravens come back out here on offense, we talked about Lamar Jackson earlier, Charles, but these Ravens, they rolled through the middle part of the season. A couple losses in September, but undefeated in October, November, and rolled that into December. They've answered every big question thus far. The wins over Seattle, New England, Houston, the Rams, the Niners and Bills as well. Are they the favorites to hoist the Lombardi Trophy in Miami on February 2nd?
I believe they are, because they are a complete team. As much as Lamar Jackson.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Now a first down throw. Watson flush to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
There he goes left side. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This fielded at the 2. And there he goes again. And this will be a touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as his guys are back within a single score.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Snead's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football.
All day, baby, let's go! Let's go!
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Coming to you, coming to you!
Now Jackson on first down, being chased out left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding?
But I'll guarantee you this, after that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do. And it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Watson, escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now,
let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. But the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it. Football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, he's going to throw one up for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. The final shot before the break. Watson, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 9, Jackson flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On the move to his left. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw, escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And he will be brought down at about the 6.
Hey, everybody.
On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Rams. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take it. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, 40. Seven yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And his throw here's incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point.
Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. Todd Gurley, 74 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Shedding the tackle. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
26, Mike, 26.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Goff now looking to throw. Flush to his right. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Throwing on third. Goff. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And always a good first half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, want to fake it? That's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. The 20, 10, and nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Now it's Jackson buying time to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Goff now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's Goff. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff, as the first half is winding down, and the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, baby.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Jackson, they go screen. This is Ingram. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Jackson now, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson forced out to his left. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. But bottom line is Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the fourth team in. But when you put it all together, it is absolutely wide open about who wins the NFC and represents for the Lombardi Trophy.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And some room to roam now. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, 59 yards. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're running. Ingram. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Mark Ingram unable to get past the marker. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll roll them out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you. Through this patch, we need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily what you look at your plays.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times. You think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Jackson, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And no, it's incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now it's gone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. One last throw here for Goff. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw.
Justin Tucker to kick off work.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 25-year-old quarterback, Jared Goff, ready to lead this Rams offense. And Jared Goff, you remember last year, of course, helping guide this team to the Super Bowl in just his 3rd NFL season. But year number 4 in the NFL hasn't gone as smooth Of course, high expectations coming off that Super Bowl run for this team in Goff, but the touchdown numbers for Goff are down. The interception numbers are up. And because of that, and not the only reason, but that's partly the reason that the Rams' win total is down and the losses are up this year in 2019. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Hey, check.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. They'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. That's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. It's a give to the right. Ingram. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Here's Jackson. Steps away. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Gurley again here on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Jackson from the shotgun, escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 38 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it.
The 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Nice 57's mine. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Under 10, 10.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. A final shot before break here. Goff. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. Does the big boy have the juice? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 76 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. As he was shuffling right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And a little element there of chasing points, because that's the second time they've had a failed 2-point conversion. Now they're down 2.
Yeah, you don't kick it the first time, and now you feel like you're in a position where you have to go for 2 in this spot. The chasing points, hard to catch up. That's why a lot of coaches make it a hard, fast rule. Don't go for 2 unless you absolutely have to. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head up.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. To throw is gone. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, 35 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes this a 9-point game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Shedding the tackler, that gives him some room. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away. No good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Now it's Jackson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, but it'll be second and goal. One man in the backfield. That's Ingram on second and goal. Again, Jackson being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown run as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking to throw on second down. Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run the sweep here. This is Kupp, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Turns and gives to Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Gurley. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ravens offense coming onto the field. There's quarterback Lamar Jackson. And you don't want to hand out awards until the season's officially over. But
MVP.
Yeah, I think the engraver's workbench is prepped and ready to go to put his name on there. NFL record for rushing yards in a season by a quarterback, passing Michael Vick in Week 15 against the Jets. If you're looking to the playoffs, what do teams need to do to slow down Lamar Jackson?
Well, what they're going to try to do is take away all of the running game. And that means you've got to take away Mark Ingram as well, his tailback, because if he gets things established running inside, that's when Lamar Jackson's really dangerous, faking it to him and getting to the edges. But you're going to put extra people with eyes on him to try and take away the run. So for the playoffs, Lamar Jackson, just be prepared to hit those layups downfield because there will be open receivers.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. What happened there was... Is that just a missed assignment? On the O-line.
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
He can run for it, and he will. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that
well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
and that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably... And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
This pass into the arms of Snead. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson.